What's going on YouTube? This is yours truly, Dre the Plug, reporting live with some more technical heat. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button below. Make sure y'all hit that bell below so y'all can stay notified every single time I drop new technical heat. But let's get into it, man. Let's jump right back into these interviews. I just finished a whole bunch of sponsorship product videos, so definitely go check all of those out. Some of them I never even seen in person, so I thought it was really dope. And then on top of that, also did a couple of electronic projects, so definitely go check out those previous videos I did. But now I'm about to jump right back into my interview videos where I interview different people all across the country. Let's get into it. Roll the clip.
Hello everyone, it's Keonmckay. I am a system engineer at Ford Motors. I graduated from Morehouse College and North Carolina A&T State University with a bachelor's in applied physics and mechanical engineering. I also do photography and videography as well. And then I also have a clothing brand called Create Every Day. And you guys can find my work on my Instagram at keonmckay. That's Keonmckay.
All right, Keon, so you mentioned that you went to Morehouse, then you went to A&T. What's the story behind that? And also, what made you pick this specific major?
Yeah, so I started off at Morehouse College, and they have a dual degree engineering program since Morehouse don't have an engineering school. So Morehouse partners with 17 different schools, and A&T is one of those schools listed. So I chose A&T. So I received my applied physics from Morehouse College, and then to get my engineering degree, that's where we transfer over to your engineering school, and that's where I chose to go to A&T. The reason being is I just want to stay at a HBCU for my education. And the reason why I chose mechanical engineering, I think the reason why I always knew I wanted to be an engineer. At a young age, I always said I wanted to be an inventor when I grew up or whatnot. I used to take things apart and always try to figure out how things work and the process of it's working. So in high school, my high school had an engineering program where we went to the NASB convention, and that was my first time being exposed to other Black engineers, and NASB stands for National Society of Black Engineers. And after going into that convention, that's when I fell in love with the field. So I chose mechanical specifically because it's broad, and I really don't know why I really chose mechanical engineering, to be honest with you. I think it's because you can easily get a job afterwards, opposed to the other disciplines in engineering. So yeah, but I like it, I love it. And yeah, I'm here right now working on vehicles at Ford Motors.
So what do you feel is the biggest benefit when it comes down to being in engineering?
All right, so the biggest benefit of being an engineer, I would have to say, is our minds, because the way that we think. So as an engineer, we just solve real world problems using math and science, right? So I feel like, well, I don't feel like, but any problem or issue that's presenting in front of me, the way that my mind thinks is, how do I solve this? And the first thing of solving a problem is, well, how does this mechanism work, or how does this situation work, or what leads to this, to it working, and what could lead to it not working. So it's a lot of critical thinking and problem solving in our heads, to where we can not only apply it to our actual jobs and careers, but we can apply it to basically anything in our lives. Whether it's you're a homeowner and you have a toilet, not a toilet, but like the bathroom sink, it won't drain, or the pressure is too low. Already my mind is spinning like, well, why is this occurring? What's causing it? What's the root cause? And if I know the root cause, then I can pretty much find a solution for it. And same with just relationships with people. If you and a friend or a significant other is having issues, that we can find a solution for it. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits, is just the way our minds think, because I'm like that go-to guy amongst my friends and family Whenever there's some type of issue or if they don't understand something, they come to me, and off rip, I don't understand it neither, but just having that mindset of, but I can figure it out and solve it. And 9 times out of 10, I pretty much do that. So I think that's the biggest benefit, is just our mindset. Because although I'm mechanical engineering, I feel like I can do electrical, biomedical, computer science. Is just taking that time and doing the research and understanding how things work, and then going forward with that. So a lot of times, a lot of people in the engineering field actually cross different disciplines from what they originally got their degree in. So it's just really just a way of thinking. I think that's like the biggest benefit.
So what's something that you did not expect jumping into engineering?
Didn't expect was the amount of work it takes to be an engineer. Like, you really have to know your stuff. So you have to be thorough and meticulous in any and everything that you do. So like, if you have an idea, you have to like explain the concept of it, the logic behind it, and then now you have to go into the just a process that we do at Ford, to where we do the concept level, logical level, and technology level. And concept is just surface level. That's your idea. Logical, okay, what's the steps behind it? Does it make sense? Is it feasible? And then technology level is the actual pieces and functions to actually make it happen or whatnot. But yeah, so just diving into that, it's not a lot of, because when people hear engineer, you think you're working with the final product, like a car or the computer off rip. No, it's a lot of brainstorming and on the paper or the computer, typing everything out before you actually get to your hands-on work. So it's a long process. Some can find it boring, some can find it interesting. I find it interesting, and then you learn a lot.
Okay, Keon, so what drew you into your side hustle? I know you said you just randomly, you just got into the cameras when you was younger, and then you just stuck with it. So what made you want to, get into photography, get into videography? What made you take that route?
Yeah, so how that started was back in high school, I had a flip phone. Or not even high school. Yeah, no, this was high school. Yeah, I had a flip phone, and I used to just record the entire day and then upload it to Facebook. I just like capturing the moments, right? So fast forward to my senior year, my mom bought herself a camera, a Nikon D3200, and that summer I took her camera and I just started shooting my friends on our outings. Whenever we went out, just did like a mini photo shoot with them while we're out. And then I started actually making videos out of our dates and whatnot. So I just found that very interesting, and kind of like making like an archive of my life. And then from there on, when I went off to college, I went down in Atlanta, just me walking around with the camera, people would just come up to me, "Oh, you're a photographer. Oh, I need this shoot. Could you come shoot me?" And from there on, I'm getting in these spaces that I never thought I would be in. So it went from just shooting like on a college campus of like a pageant, just doing each person in the pageant, to now I'm shooting festivals, the A3C festival, music festivals, being backstage or being behind sets of movies and TV shows, and start shooting promo videos for high profile people or whatnot. So I love it because the camera, you can tell stories with it. You capture the moment, and then it brings you into exclusive spaces that not too many people have access to. And then I also just like the skill sets of it, the technicality, the technicals of photography. Even that, with whatever situation or whatever set you're on, you have to look at their environment and see, okay, is this enough lighting? If it's not enough lighting, how do we create new light? Don't make the light look artificial. Let's make it look natural light or whatnot, or If you're shooting like a sports event, okay, it's gonna be fast movement, so I gotta up the shutter speed. Okay, it's low light, so increase the ISO. Or I want like a bokeh or a blurred background. Okay, so lower the aperture or whatnot. So it's a lot of problem solving in photography and videography as well, that a lot of people may not know of. Even like today with our phones, it does all the work for us. So people just think you just grab a camera and you shoot. And a lot of times my friends who get into photography, when they shoot with that camera and they're like, well, I don't like how the image is coming out, my phone can take better pictures. It's not that the phone is taking better pictures, it's just that now you have to actually edit the photo, or you got to know the type of settings to set your camera in to get the type of look you want. So it's you have more control than shooting on your phone with a actual photography camera. And that's pretty much what I love, because you're basically just solving problems. If someone wants to capture something, whether it's a wedding or maternity photos, you're trying to solve capturing that best image for them to have for the rest of their lives. Like, they're going to show their children these photos, they're going to show their grandchildren these photos or whatnot. So the fact that you're able to capture that moment perfectly for satisfying to me or whatnot. So that's how I got in there. And then plus you can make some coin off of that too. Like, it's crazy how much money you can make.
So specifically, can you touch on your brand a little bit more? I-35 Collective. What exactly is that? Where did the name come from? Give us the background on it.
Yeah, so I-35 Collective, how did that come about? So back in college, I used to tell myself just to create every day, no matter what it is. It can just be like a photo or a full blown out creative project, or a film, a short film or whatnot, but whatever it is, just make sure you're creating every day. So I wanted that to be the name of my brand, Create Every Day. But when I started making like the websites and whatnot, it wasn't rolling off the tongue how I wanted to. So I basically took, so C is the first letter of create, E is every day, right? And C is the third letter in the alphabet, and E is the fifth letter. So I put it 35. So I-35, I create every day. And I put it as a collective because collectively I want everyone around me to create. And then also I do more than one art form. So photography, videography, graphic design, and then even engineering. To me, I think that's an art form too. So all of that as a collective. So I started doing merch. I'm actually rocking one of my crew necks right now. And these are photos that I've taken. So any photos that I've taken on my film camera, I put it on my clothes and try to advertise and sell that. And you can pick that up at i35collective.com. And then also you can find pretty much all of my websites and different pages on my main page, keonmckay. And then in the bio, I have a description called i35.club, which takes you to where you can buy my merch, or you can book me for a photo shoot or a video shoot. I pretty much do it all. So whether it's weddings, graduation pictures, portraits, headshots, event photography, or even event videography, pretty much everything. Drone shots, aerial shots. Yeah, I pretty much sell all service except for graphic design. Yeah, I just don't like doing that for other people, but I do it for myself. It's kind of funny. So yeah, man. So like, even with my hats, I have create everyday hats. I have them in different colors. So navy blue, tan, black, and many others. I have hoodies, shirts, and then like with that, it's just like I like wearing it, whether I'm on location actually doing someone's shoot, or if I'm just out and about, because I get stopped randomly to where people's like, oh yeah, what is that? Where can I find it? And then I'm plugging them with it. because I feel like it speaks to everybody who's creative. That's like one thing that they really focus on is being consistent. So this is like a reminder to be consistent, create every day. And I like doing it because, as I mentioned before, it takes you into exclusive spaces. So like I'm on the go, like I travel anywhere. This weekend I have, I'm shooting an event in New York. So I'm flying out there to New York just to shoot the event. And then after that, I'm going to Atlanta to also work on pieces because I'm doing an art show in July 9th. Be on the lookout for that, called Black Is. So yeah, I love it. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. I pretty much can do anything with it. So yeah, just having that engineering mind and with that creative outlet, that's I think it's a combination. I put them two together.
All right, Keon, so what's your contact information if somebody out there would like to book a session with you?
Yeah, so the best way to reach out to me to like book a session or anything will be my Instagram. So that's Keonmckay, Keonmckay. And yeah, I have all the links in my description below. And yeah, just remember to create every day, everyone.
And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It really do help my channel when it comes down to the YouTube algorithm. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the gram at DreDaPlug123. And then also go check out my other YouTube channel. This is actually my second channel. My first one was called Andre ClassicCuts. I basically go in and give tutorials about all types of different haircuts. I actually show people how to do different type of things with the clippers that has never been done, and I pretty much go into detail as to why certain things happen. So definitely go check out that channel. Besides that, be on the lookout for my next content that's dropping. Be on the lookout for it because it's coming real soon. And I'm out.